We're conveniently located right behind the palm trees. Block our sign up front.
Okay.
Be Nice Individuals Podcast.
Hey folks, this is Thaddeus. I am on the Be Nice Individuals Podcast, which is host here at the Flagler Voice Podcast Studio. I have a very special guest here in studio. It's Chris Townsend with the Be Active Mobility and Equipment store that's located here in Palm Coast. Chris, how you doing today, brother?
Excellent. Beautiful day.
Well, it was raining though.
But it's sunny now.
So I had seen your advertisement. I've seen it around. I've seen the logo and stuff. But for those people that don't know, tell those individuals what your store offers.
So we're a medical equipment supply store, and we focus in on power mobility, which are scooters and power wheelchairs, CPAP and CPAP supplies, and lift chairs. There are three main items, but we carry manual wheelchairs, walkers, rollators, hospital beds, patient lifts.
Oh, wow.
We're full service. We have oxygen. We only offer portable oxygen concentrators and stationary units outside of insurance. The benefit is 3 months ago, we were finally awarded our Medicare number, so we can accept Medicare patients for partial assignment or full assignment on products. That's our primary focus. Unfortunately, most of the private insurance companies are a longer contracting process, and we're fighting that battle every day.
Yeah. I had no idea that you guys covered so much. I knew there was like the scooters or mobility equipment, and we had talked in passing about CPAP, but you're saying everything, like the hospital beds, all that.
Yeah, we're full service.
And that's really what full service means in your arena.
Yeah, in durable medical equipment, full service means that there aren't specific products that you specialize in only. For example, if you were a CPAP supplier, you would only have CPAPs and CPAP supplies.
Yeah.
If you're respiratory, you may have CPAP supplies, oxygen, high nasal flow humidification, or other respiratory products, nebulizers, things of that nature. So full service in our industry means that we don't exclude many products from our offering. We have the bulk of what's available in the marketplace. If not, we special order it. You know, the nice part is this morning I ordered a super Hemi wheelchair, which will take the wheelchair 15 and a half inches from the ground to floor. And it's a custom product that, you know, isn't readily available on the retail market. So we're going to satisfy and give mobility back to a patient who is immobile right now. The chair she's in, she can't reach the floor. She can't.
Oh, okay.
You know, she can't get in and out independently, and she can't self-propel based on the positioning of the wheelchair rims. So we do some custom modifications as well.
So you were saying though this wheelchair, it'll get lower for her so she can reach. Is it reach the floor? So
unlike Dodge's Hemi, which you know is a big motor, a Hemi wheelchair means that it's low to the ground.
Okay.
So a position of a standard wheelchair is about 16 and a half to 18 and a half inches off the ground.
Okay.
You get it into a Hemi position and you're about 14 and a half, and this one will go as low as 12 and a half inches from the ground. Now, her particular measurement is 15 and a half, as I discussed, so we're able to make that adjustment with the accessory kit and custom build the chair for her.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Now, you have a whole bunch of products. Now, is it more of people are ordering and you're just delivering, or people are coming in, you have to have a knowledge of all those specific products and how they work and all the intricacies of them?
So we do a lot of training.
Okay.
We're accredited by an outside agency called BOC. We're licensed by ACA, who's the Department of Health here in Florida, and we're governed by Medicare and CMS standards. So we have a great deal of training and orientation for every employee that comes on board. It's hours and hours of training. Every day and every week, we provide ongoing in-servicing with our manufacturer representatives, online tutorials, and just general product overview and knowledge. So I've been doing this since 1986, as we discussed prior to getting on the air.
When I was born.
So I've been doing it since you were born.
Yeah.
And, you know, I've had multiple career advancements in regional and national positions. Palm Coast has had a need, so I opened up to fill that void. I'm the only durable medical equipment company that's full service here in Flagler County.
Oh, wow.
The closest is about 25 miles away.
Yeah.
So we have a bit of distance, and there's a availability locally now. And frankly, I live in the F section, so it's nice to commute 4 miles to work.
I mean,
So
yeah, that makes it a little bit easier.
So with that experience, I'm mentoring my staff, training them, bringing them up to speed. We have a staff of 6 people right now, so we're a small organization. We have offsite storage, so we have plenty of inventory. I buy in bulk. Yesterday we got 3 more skids in just to have inventory in stock. We have a 1,200 square foot showroom, and that showroom offers a variety of products, some of which are too large to keep in the showroom because we're limited on space. When we moved in, I told the landlord that we outgrew our space before I signed the lease. I knew what space I needed, but you know, inventory of retail locations in Palm Coast, as everybody knows, is very limited.
Yeah.
So I took a very good location, centrally located for our customers. We have front and rear entrance. We have handicap parking right out back, and our warehouses are literally 100 feet away. So we're not unable to stop what we're doing, run and grab a product that we don't have on the showroom floor for a customer.
Now, you said centrally located. Normally, I like to ask people what their address is at the end, but go ahead, since you were talking about location, tell the people where you're actually located.
We're located in City Marketplace, which houses Dominic's Deli. That's kind of the staple of Palm Coast. Everybody knows where Dominic's Deli is. If you don't, we're right next to Walmart.
Okay. yeah.
So we're in the rear building under Empowered Gym. There's 3 buildings there.
Yeah.
You've got other businesses, that are located in that plaza there. Some are healthcare related and some aren't. But it's a nice showroom location, so it's easy access off of 95, easy access off of Belterre, and Palm Coast Parkway. So you've got lots of arteries for ease of entrance and accessibility.
Yeah, I'm always over there. Different networking opportunities over there. I used to go to Empower. I first went to Empower when I first moved here to Florida, but you're right there in the back, though.
I have a front and a rear entrance. So
okay.
I have 2 entrances at both ends of the store.
Okay.
So if you're inside the complex, you can enter through the front.
Oh.
We're conveniently located right behind the palm trees. Which block our sign up front.
Okay. I have to stop in sometime.
In the rear, we have 2 handicap parking spaces, and then right next to Sweet Melissa's, they have 2 more. So we've got 4 handicap parking spaces right outside the rear door, and there is no front or rear entrance. You just come in, and it's an open showroom with inventory for you to select. And we also have try it before you buy it. I stole it from Beaver Toyota.
Really?
Give them credit. So in the event you want to rent a scooter, and you rent it for a week or a month, and we have 4 or 5 different models that you can swap out every week, every day, and you can try out different scooters to determine what's going to work best for your needs in your home, and then that first month's rental can go towards the purchase.
Oh, that's excellent.
So it's not a rent to own, but it's close.
Yeah. That's cool because, this is something that somebody's going to use for a long period of time. So it's good to make sure that you have that proper fit. And do you see a lot of people doing that with? We
do.
You do?
Especially in assisted living buildings, because you're not sure whether a 3-wheel or a 4-wheel is going to be best for the open environment.
Oh, sure.
The other folks that do that are really mobile and outside. They're going to the theme parks. We rent for the day.
Oh, I see.
When Turkey Rod Run comes, my inventory's booked a month in advance.
Yeah.
You get the 500, and folks want to pop the scooter into the truck because you have to park so far away from the track.
Yeah.
You just unload the scooter and you go in, and our products get anywhere from 7 to 18 miles out of a full charge. And we also offer spare batteries, so if you want a second battery so you can go 22 miles or 14 miles or whatever it is, we have that ability as well. So we really try to cater to folks' wants and needs. And there's a difference between a want and a need.
Right.
I want to go outside. I want to go to the parks, the theme parks with my grandchildren. I want to go to the fairs. I want the equipment to use in my neighborhood just so I can walk my dog. The need is I need to be able to get out of bed and go to the kitchen to make breakfast and dinner.
Sure.
I need to go from my bedroom into a closet that I can then clothe myself, performing the activities of daily living.
Right.
And that's where our insurance population really comes, because Medicare and private insurance pays for equipment for primarily in-home use. Doesn't mean you can't take it outside.
Sure.
But it's only justified for payment through your insurance company when it's primarily in the home.
Okay.
So you need it to perform your activities of daily living, which are bathing, toileting, dressing, and eating, and things of that nature.
Sure.
So we work with our customers who have a need and their physician offices to get that paperwork through. I mean, Medicare does not make it easy. There's a lot of paperwork involved.
Sure.
I have the displeasure of, just having somebody walk into the store or roll in a wheelchair and they need something and they're at risk of falling. They need a walker, for example. Yeah. And they just came from the doctor and they have their prescription in their hand and I need that walker and I need Medicare to pay for it.
Right.
Well, I can't dispense on that single piece of paper.
Sure.
We can't provide that equipment until the doctor provides a face-to-face examination, a standard written order, then the prescription and any other documentation that may be prevalent or relevant to that exact need for that patient.
Yeah.
So I'm sending somebody out without the equipment and they're a fall risk.
Yeah.
And it's very disturbing, but it's the way that our system is designed to protect us from fraud and abuse.
Yeah.
So on one hand, it hurts the patient's ability. On the other hand, it protects the government and the government funds that
Sure.
are paying for those needs. So it's one of those balances.
Balancing act.
It's a balancing act. And,
Yeah.
I'm certainly not smart enough to run the government and figure it all out. So I'm just a medical equipment guy. I'll get you your walker. I'll fix a standard wheelchair for you. We'll get it into a hemi position.
Hear me? Yeah.
We can help specialty needs. But CPAP's a huge product line for us.
Really?
There are no local providers that have masks. We get a lot of vacationers. Oh, I forgot my mask. I forgot my machine.
Yeah.
Do you rent the machines? Do you sell the masks? And how do I, doesn't matter what it costs, because if you're on a CPAP and you know the lack of sleep that you get, and the risk of, heart failure and other contributing respiratory impacts, negative impacts based on lack of therapy, you'll pay whatever it takes to get there.
Oh, that relief.
We don't gouge folks.
Yeah.
We have reasonable prices. I price everything at or below the internet if I can. If I don't price it there, it's because I can't sell it for that, and I recommend you buy it off the internet.
Sure.
We also service products, which is huge. So if you've got a scooter or a manual wheelchair or a walker that needs service, we've got a full service team. We provide warranty work. If you didn't buy it from us, you bought it online, but it's still under warranty, we can't cover the labor costs, but we can work with the manufacturers to get the parts covered under your warranty. So there may be little cost and you have somebody local you can take it to.
Yeah.
I'd get a call, 2-3 times a week. Oh, I bought this off the internet and it came in a box. Can you put it together for me? The answer is yes, we can. Had you bought it here, we would have delivered it for free.
Nice.
And it would be assembled.
Sure.
Now I'm going to charge you for our labor to go out, trip fees and all those things.
Sure,
but we
sure.
can do that.
Yeah.
We can certainly help you out.
Yeah.
I had one person pay me to come out to confirm it was broken. She said, I think it's broken. It doesn't work, but can you come out and just, tell me it's broken? I bought it offline and it came in, doesn't look damaged. And sure enough, we went out. Yeah, it's broken. And, here's the problem with it. And, and then they sent it back and got another one in the box.
Sure.
So
I did not think that CPAP would be that large for you guys. So I use a CPAP. For people that don't know, CPAP is necessary for people to stop breathing in their sleep. And so what I know about it, correct me if I'm wrong, but the fact that a person stops breathing, it causes the heart rate to spike and such, and that adrenaline to shoot up and stuff during the night, because your body doesn't want you to die, essentially. And so it wakes you up multiple times in the night, and there's mild, there's medium, and there's extreme. People will stop breathing. I don't know what the number is, but it's important. So that is a huge part of your business, though.
It is. It is. We work with all the local pulmonologists and cardiologists. That's really the pulmonary and cardiac folks are the ones who have the severe patients. Your general practitioner, your normal doc like mine, can prescribe a CPAP, prescribe a sleep study, and have you diagnosed properly. Now they've got this little ring you wear, and it monitors your desaturation and your sleep patterns and things, and it's accepted by your insurance companies for diagnostic validity.
Yeah.
And we have folks that also go to the local sleep labs, and they have their testing done like I did years ago, but I did, and I also wear a CPAP.
Yeah.
And the machines, they last about 5 years. I think mine's just getting ready to be replaced. I'm at 7. And the masks, folks don't always realize that your cushions, dependent upon the mask, you get 1 a month or 2 a month to be able to be replaced, and your insurance company pays for that.
Yeah.
Your headgear is once every 6 months, your mask itself is once every 3 months, and your tubing is once every 3 months or 6 months, dependent upon whether it's heated or non-heated. There's replenishment on supplies are covered by your insurance. You don't have to make it last as long as it can. You're just cranking that strap down on your head, and you got the marks in the morning because I don't want to buy another one. And it also will degrade your therapy. Not having the right seal, the right fit, or what they call arousals, where you wake up in the middle of the night because you're adjusting your mask.
Yeah.
If you have too many of those, that's interrupting your REM sleep. And that's really where the benefit of sleep therapy comes in, is giving you that REM sleep.
Yeah.
I do want to mention we also have a respiratory therapist that does our setups.
Oh, nice.
Most companies have gone to a tech, and we do have a couple of techs, including myself, that can set patients up and be compliant with the regulations that are put in place by Department of Health. But I went above and beyond to have a respiratory therapist because she lives here in Palm Coast, and she likes to work. And we want to keep the economy going locally. We want to support local businesses. And I think that she does a better job of clinically explaining some of the sleep therapy than a technical person who, this is how your machine works, this is how it operates, this is how we fit your mask. If you want to get into the clinical component of the disease state, then she's there to help with that. So that's a big bonus that we offer. And do support local. As I said earlier, I've had national positions, regional positions, and I come home because it's nice to be 4 miles from work, but I support the local economy.
Yeah.
I employ local people. We supply patients local services, and your goods are coming locally. The other competition, if you will, as I said, they're 20 miles away.
Sure.
Those folks are 20 to 35 miles away, and they deliver into Palm Coast every day.
Yeah.
But they're sending a box truck full of equipment for a route. It's not same-day delivery.
Sure.
It's, okay, your doctor ordered this, we'll get to you next Wednesday.
Yeah.
And local providers like myself can do that. Okay, what time today would you like it?
Sure.
All right, we'll put you on the schedule for tomorrow or Thursday, whatever works in your schedule. We're able to be flexible like that because we're small and nimble.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a big monster of a company. Last companies I've run were, and I've helped them grow, and they don't have good quality patient care.
Yeah.
The challenge that I face as an owner of a small business is, as we grow, maintaining the quality level of service that we provide today for that customer experience as we gain momentum and size.
Right.
As we gain popularity and we gain patient base and we become larger, we're going to need to have the employees to support that growth to maintain that level of customer service.
Yeah. That quality.
The quality.
Quality. Yeah. That's huge.
Yeah.
And so go over real quick again what your offerings are there, and you take Medicare now. You said you work with some of the other insurance as well?
We do. We've got a company called HomeLink that does 35 or 40 different insurance companies that may or may not be in network. And, we have contracts requests into the local folks, and there's so many, I'm not going to name them, but
Sure.
some we're going to get in network with, some we won't. But
Yeah, yeah.
traditionally, it's Medicare and your HomeLink, which is your Coventrys and some of your Medi Special plans, or MediPlan is one of them, I believe. That's our multi-plan, pardon me, that's
Yeah.
underneath that umbrella. So we have some, but our core products, we've talked a lot about CPAP, that's important.
Yeah.
But mobility, whether it's power mobility or manual mobility,
Mm-hmm.
we have the power wheelchairs, power scooters, we have seat lift chairs, which are those that help you get up and ambulate when you have trouble standing.
Okay.
Whether it's post-surgery or whether it's just an aging in place and you need it as we gain experience in life, as I like to call it.
Yeah.
We age in place.
There you go.
But post-surgery is a big rental, lift chair rental need that we have in the community that
Sure.
we also meet. So we'll rent it to you for a month at a time, and it helps you recover from a cardiac surgery that you can't lay in a bed. You've got to have special positioning, or ankle surgery, or any other kinds of surgical procedures that you need to have that specialty positioning to sleep, because you're not allowed to go into your regular bed, or
Sure.
you're ill-advised to go in the regular bed. So, but as I said, full service. If you have a medical need, call and ask us.
Mm-hmm.
If we don't have it, we guide you to somebody who does. We've got a full resource book in the community, so that if you need other services and you don't know where to go, we recommend different healthcare providers. We give you the quality companies that we've vetted and are along our lines of accreditation and standards, bonded, insured, to meet your needs. And we give you multiple. So it's not, this is the company we recommend. It's, here's 4.
Yeah.
Here's 3. Or you need that specific product. It's a specialty provider. We'll send you to them.
Gotcha. That's cool. Folks, I have had Chris Townsend here from B Active Mobility and Equipment. This is a local business. And if you guys know where Dominic Deli is, it's a good chance you know where his shop is, because it's right across the parking lot. It's closest to Empower, which Empower is a staple here in this community for, fitness training and such like that. But for your loved ones or for yourself, post-surgery or just needing mobility equipment, Chris is the person to reach out to for those needs. Also, CPAP supplies. That is huge. I've talked just briefly about what CPAP is. I'm not an expert, but people like even me, I don't look necessarily like a CPAP person, but I am. And so people that have those needs, maybe they are in from out of town, maybe they forgot their mask or anything like that, you can reach out to Chris and get those needs covered. Also, he does rentals. You mentioned that you do servicing of different things like the scooters and all that stuff, and can do delivery as well. And Chris, before we end the show, would you give your contact information for the audience?
That'd be great. You can reach us at 386-281-3700. That's 386-281-3700.
And what's your address again?
160 Cypress Point Parkway, Suite D as in David, 111. We're in the rear building. It's right by Dominic's Deli. And call us if you have a problem, 386-281-3700.
Excellent. Folks, make sure you reach out to Chris for any of your needs as far as equipment goes. He'd be happy to help you. Again, this is supporting a local small business here in Palm Coast. This has been Thaddeus and Chris on the Be Nice Individuals podcast, which is hosted here at the Flagler Voice Podcast Studio. Again, this is a space for rent. People can come out, share their business, their ideas. Maybe they're a political candidate that wants to reach out to their constituents. We have call-in features here to make all that possible. And we'll see you next time.